So as you guys know, the new patch has been released, and today I'm here to help you win games on the new FC24 meta. Do me a favour, leave a like on the video, let's try and hit 300, and if you're feeling super generous, please do subscribe. I'm nearly at 100,000 and I'd appreciate the help. I do upload daily, helping you guys get better at the game, so if you're fed up of losing, subscribe and let's get into it. If you want the cheapest FC24 coins to get ahead of the competition, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link down below and use code JambooUK for 5% off. Okay, so we're going back to a similar style of my videos. If you are new to this concept, win, lose or draw, this video will be going live. I'm going to be explaining my entire thought process in game and showcasing basically how to play on this new meta. As you guys will know, the Trivelas have been nerfed, sort of, I would say, into the ground. They're nowhere near as good as they were, and also cutbacks are not quite as effective. So I'm going to be showing you how I deal with that. Everything I do in game, I'm going to be sharing with you guys exactly what I think, you know, when I'm doing it, and sort of lining up each move, you know, what's going through my head. I'm an ex-pro player, current 20-0 player, and I'm sure I can help you. So any questions you have at all about the game, anything you're struggling with, leave a question down below. This is our opponent's team. What you are going to see from me straight away from the kickoff, and I know it may trigger some people, but we are in a 5 at the back. I have found that since this new patch, 5 at the back is very, very much in play. I think the reason for that, of course, is when you're nerfing ways of scoring from outside the box, like they have with the Trivela, you know, the 5 at the back is going to become more dominant. We are using a 5 at the back in an attacking sense as well, though. You can see here, these balls across are super, super effective. The way that you want to be scoring goals now, still in my opinion, is these sort of cutback areas. So you see here, I'll use R1 dribbling with my fullback, cut the ball back into the middle, and we play for these cutbacks. You can see straight away, 1-0 up, getting the fullback involved and using the R1 dribbling around the box and cutting the ball back. The like I say, the Trivelas, they really do feel they've, you know, like they have been nerfed. The cutbacks, not so much in my opinion. I think it is the one of the real only consistent ways left, you know, of scoring in this game. So you can see here, we're dragging our midfield back, using the jockey and playing our way out of trouble. You want to make sure that once you win the ball back, the priority is always to keep the ball. You can see here, taking our time, we'll use the space out wide. Really, really bad for me. Goalkeeper movement required, and it bails us out of trouble. We'll use a driven pass here, triggering our players on runs all around the pitch. We'll use the whip from out wide, fake a player lock just to give us a bit more time, and then we'll play this ball into the middle, straight away switch it across again. But you're going to see in my gameplay the importance of using these attacking wing backs. It is super, super important in this game. Once again, we switch it over, and it's not just about keeping the ball when doing this. It's you know, also the fact that you're building up the attacks. But you can see once again, you know, we get the ball into our wing back, cut the ball into a central area, and then look for those cutbacks. But here, we're going to go for the corner technique. And there we go. This opponent has had enough. I'm going to jump straight into another game for you guys. I think one of the main reasons that this 5-back is sort of going to take over is due to the fact that because you no longer have to walk out and manually mark those Trivelas as often, it's just meaning that you're keeping all your defenders back at all times, and it is a long, long day. I think in terms of entertaining gameplay, if it was entertaining before, which it wasn't, we really have seen the last of it now, because this meta is going to be very, very defensive. You can see here, we'll take our time, little step over, R1 dribbling, looking for the cutback opportunity, and we do find it, as simple as that. We'll offside trap from the kickoff, just to get our line a little bit higher up, make it so the opponent can't press us as much. And I do feel for you guys that are, you know, maybe struggling a little bit on the defensive end, this 5 at the back is, you know, it's going to greatly improve that for sure. It's really easy to keep the ball, you know, due to having the wide players. You've still got the good central options. We rush a little bit of a pass there, but offside trap again. Raise the line higher, make it so the opponent has no room in the build-up. You can see here, there's just nowhere for the opponent to go due to the offside traps, and it makes their life very, very difficult. We'll use another one there. We've got to mark the run in behind. We will step in with Van Dijk, who is still incredible, man. His gold card is just unreal. We'll spread the ball out wide, get it into a central area. We'll wait for the run off the fullback once again. We actually got blocked off a little bit there. That is unfortunate. But our opponent does step in and win the ball. Once again, another offside trap. Our opponent really struggling to deal with it. Beautiful tackle from Van Dijk. And once again, we win the ball back. Make sure that we keep it. We can spray it from fullback to fullback. That is another benefit of this formation. I still think the 4-3-2-1, absolutely incredible. You know, may well be the meta for a lot of different pro players still. But at a more casual level, you know, in your foot champs and lower division rivals, I do believe this 5 at the back is it's going to be the way to go now. Now that people can't hit these Trivelas from outer space, it's really, really making people's life a whole lot more difficult. But another offside trap. You can see here, we've got to mark the run in behind always. Make that your priority when defending. If people aren't able to hit long shots, then the way to deal with it is to give up that space. You know, allow the midfielder to have the ball in positions where maybe they'd normally hit that Trivela. And make sure that you're manually marking the passes. Because unless people are consistently green in these Trivelas now, there's really not as much emphasis of having to go across and mark it. Really good play from the opponent, but he is offside, and he may well have had enough here, we'll see. Okay, so we are going back into the game. Our opponent made some subs. Same thing again. We've not had the most competitive game so far, this one and the last, but I think it's showing a clear example of, you know, this style of playing. And this formation is super, super effective. We use a player lock there just to fake, make him think that we were going to do something with it. Spreading the ball across once again. Driven passes. We'll hit the middle of the pitch now. Triggering runs forward. Driven pass inside. R1 dribble in. Taking our time. And it is a good save from the goalkeeper. We'll go for another corner technique here. Stand the ball up. Look for the back post now. In towards Blanc. And that is unfortunate. That corner, by the way, is 3 goals. You saw one go in last game. Really, really recommend that. But again, another offside trap here. Making sure the opponent has no easy passes. He's actually threaded a really good through ball in there, though. Using that second man press, blocking the passing lanes. We're going to have to try and close this down manually. We'll step in, make a tackle with Saliba, and now we look for a counter-attack opportunity. I'm triggering my players on forward runs once again. Still here again, double tap pass, blocked really well, but we do get lucky. L1 sprint boost now into CR7, and it is just ever so slightly offside. He's given us the ball back in a really, really dangerous area here, though. Just quick play now. L1 dribbling, good step in from his midfielder. Another offside trap. We're just focusing on the ball in behind here, as you can see. A lot of the time in these situations, I'm not even controlling a player near the ball. It's all about running in behind and making sure that those through balls are covered. But again here, stepping across, trying to read the danger early. We'll use an L1 sprint boost now, triggering more players on runs. Sprint boost with CR7. I was going to play that ball into Rapinoe, but it ended up being marked out. But we'll just recycle now. Use the natural width, you know, that we get in this formation. Trigger Modric on a run. We'll play the through ball, making Puskas go on a run as well. We'll trigger a player lock just to put our opponent off. You can see that that baits him out. Using the R1 dribbling. R1 dribbling with Ronaldo. Looking for the cut back. And the opponent has dealt with it well. But as you can see, it is still very much so cutback season. I don't think that has changed at all, to be honest with you. Another driven pass. Take our time here. Oh, really good press from the opponent. We've got to be careful. We'll use the second man press here to deal with him. And then we'll manually mark the runs in behind. You can see the AI step in and deal with the danger. That is typical FIFA. And then we will use the fullback switch once again. Little player lock into Modric. Another quick pass here. We'll use the R1 dribbling, play the through ball. And now once again, it is cutback season. We get the ball into CR7. Waiting. And then we tap the ball into an open net. So I think that is the way that you guys want to be aiming to play, as boring as it can be. Hopefully this has helped you. Any questions, do let me know. Subscribe and I will help you get better at this game. I absolutely promise you that. Leave a like if you enjoyed, guys, and peace. I'll catch you on the next one.